Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my 2024 morning planning routine that I do pretty much every single day. Jumping right into it, the first thing I do is open up my curtains and I go right outside to let the dogs out. I get my morning sunlight in. For all my Andrew Huberman fans out there, you know that it's really good for you to get sunlight first thing in the morning. And once I do that, I come back inside, feed the dogs, and I will make my coffee. And while my coffee is brewing, I will just quickly tidy up. I'll do, straighten up my bed. I don't have a ton of pillows or anything, so I literally just straighten up the sheets and the covers. Once that's done, I will pour my coffee and I will sit down to read my book for about an hour every morning. Reading with my coffee is the highlight of my day. It's my favorite ritual that I do. I look forward to it every single day, and I've tried to be one of those people who wakes up and immediately works out or immediately journals, but I just want to sit down with my coffee and my book for an hour, so that's what I do. I recorded this on a Monday, so this is more of like my weekly planning ritual rather than my day-to-day, because I don't do all of these planning things every single day, so just keep that in mind. But the first thing I do is open up my planner and I will check off my habits from the day before. This is from the 2024 full yearly planner. This habit tracker is in all of the months, so I just color in all of the habits that I'm tracking for this month, and some of them are going better than others. As you can see, I have not drank my greens once, hence the blank row, which is kind of embarrassing, but it is what it is. Then I just put on my workout clothes because I work out after I do all of like my morning chores and admin work, and having my workout clothes on just leaves me no excuse, and I'm just able to get right outside and get to it. So then I head to my office where I'm gonna be planning my week. Like I said, this was filmed on a Monday, so this is more of like my full weekly planning session rather than what I do day to day, but I'll share a little bit more about my daily routine. But for at least once a week, I like to look back on my vision board and my goals that I set for the year. Just check in with what am I working towards? What do I need to focus on this week to get closer to my goals? And honestly, just getting re-inspired. It's so easy for me to forget what I'm working towards because I just get so bogged down in the day-to-day. So I like to come back to my goals and my vision and just reground myself before I plan. From there, I just jump into my Notion template where I have my journal, and I'll just kind of brain dump how I'm feeling this week, what I want to work on, and just kind of working through anything that might be going on in my head and just getting it out. Typing it out feels so great, especially before I plan out my full week. And while I'm here and typing, I will just also do all of my customer support and emails, just because I like to get that over with so that I have peace of mind going into my planning routine. So knock that out of the way, and then I will get into my planning session. And I always love to play jazz while I'm planning. I love playing jazz in general, but this particular band I've been really into because their music is very vibey, very calming, and I just love throwing this on while I'm planning and just making it a whole experience. Then I just open up my planner to the weekly spread. I'm using the dated Monday start 2024 planner. And the first thing I do is I put in my intention for the week. Next, I write out my to-do list for the week. Now, I've learned my lesson so many times, and I've written crazy long to-do lists for the week of like, I'm just gonna have this super productive, amazing week and I'm gonna get all this done. And then by Tuesday evening, I'm like so overwhelmed and there's no way I'm gonna get all of this done. So I've done that way too many times. So now I just put the things that I know I absolutely need to get done, things that I know are possible to get done, maybe a couple stretch to-do list items, maybe a couple things to push myself a little bit. And I always like to leave space as well for things that pop up throughout the week. There's going to be stuff that pops up that you are not aware of when you are making your plans right now. So always leave room for flexibility and really keep it simple, and you can always add more. Scrolling down, I have a place in my planner where I put my week of workouts, and I just plan out all of the workouts I'm going to do ahead of time. I like to have a balance of running, weightlifting, walking/hiking, and then days for just like rest and stretching/yoga. I really like getting in all kinds of workouts throughout the week, so having this section to just plan out everything and make sure I'm meeting all of the buckets and I have a balanced week is really helpful, and I love filling this out every week. So now I have my entire to-do list set up, my weekly plan for my workouts, and then this is where each day I go in and I write in my to-do list each day. So that's kind of my daily planning routine. It's just sitting down, looking at my full to-do list, looking at my workout schedule, and then each day I just go in and I write my to-do list. I used to write my to-do list ahead of time for each day and plan the full week in advance, but I rarely ever stuck to that and things would just change so much. I'm sure if I did actually make a plan for each day and stick to it, I would be a lot more productive person, but that is just not how I work. And so instead, each morning I'll just sit down and I'll write out my little to-do list for the day, and that is just what works for me. I do it on a day-by-day basis, so that way if things do change midweek, I'm not having to erase things and change it. I can just make plans accordingly as things are happening. And of course, I will write little reminders throughout the week for things that I know are going to happen. Like, for example, this week, my mom was coming to visit me on Wednesday, and I knew that I was going to go hiking on Saturday. So I will plan those things in advance just because I know they're happening, but I won't go through and write a full to-do list for each of those days just because, like I said, things change so much and I like to just do it day by day. Always got to finish off the planning session by adding some stickers, highlighting things, adding a little quote to my reminder section. Just doing these little things is fun. I really enjoy it, and I always finish off my planning session by doing that, and that's my final morning planning routine. Really, it's more of a weekly planning routine, and then my daily routine is just writing down a quick to-do list in my weekly planner, but it's super easy because I've already set up everything for myself at the beginning of the week, so that way I only need a couple minutes in the morning to quickly jot down a to-do list, and once I do that, I feel great, and then I'm on my way to have a good day, a good week, and it just makes everything easier. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and feel a little inspired to plan your week, and I hope you guys have a great day wherever you are. See you in the next one.